Booger eaters have a reason to rejoice in 2026 because deliveries of the Ranger Super Duty, and it's not by Stellantis, but some of the things in it, well, we'll get to them, it could be, but it's not. The Super Duty is here and people are lining up to buy it. You know, so a Ranger that is no longer stuck with towing 3.5 tonne, it can now tow 4.5 tonne. You can get it with a tray. It looks like a man's car. Comes with a snorkel, I believe, so you can bury the thing in mud. It's a pretty good thing by the seams of it. It's got bigger axles, bigger, stronger stuff, better cooling, you know, all of that stuff you need to tow, you know, like huge amounts of weight, long distances, filling up once every 3 days when you need to stop for a wee. So go everywhere, do anything. But the big problem with it is, what's that coming back? Oh yeah, that's Gareth doing a test drive. Gareth's very testy in 2026, by the way. I think we need to sort him out. We'll work on that when he walks back through in a minute. The problem with the Ranger Super Duty, apart from the fact that it's going to kill the F-150 stupid thing they're selling here with the gutless little petrol V6 in it, I mean, it's cheaper and it does everything better, I think, than the F-150, and it's not made out of, here he comes now. There's Gareth in 2026, everybody. He's loving it. How you going, Gareth? Oh, full ignore treatment. Wow. So the F-150 is going to get killed by this Super Duty, by the Ranger Super Duty, which is smaller. The problem with it is it's designed to do hard work. It's designed to tow heavy weights. However, it's 300 to 400 kilos heavier than the than the existing soft version, the Wildtrak. And it has the same engine, the elderly Land Rover inspired incendiary device known as the Lion. I don't know why they call it a Lion. Maybe they're Lion reliability, about reliability. Anyway, the Lion motor engine. But because it's such a wheezing lump of dung, Ford have actually detuned it to go in the bigger, heavier, more towing capable Super Duty. So it was pretty weak anyway for a V6 at 180 kilowatts of kerosene diesel burning rubbish. And now it's 154 kilowatts, right? But it's got 600 Newton meters down low. Like, honestly, even though it can pull 4.5 tonne, I know from mates of mine that have gone from their Wildtrak to their Super Duty that it can't even tow 3.5 tonne as well as the old car, which was the old car's rating. For example, we got a big climb here with a 3.5 tonne van on the back. The old Wildtrak will do 90, 95. Up the big climb, a Super Duty will do 80. Like, what is the point of it when you can get out and run faster? I think this was a really big miss, in my opinion. It won't stop people buying it because people are going to have the Super Duty, so when we go out bush, we can tell everyone it's pretty super and I'm on duty. Just don't try and tow anything at any speed. So we'll look at some of my other notes. You know, it's got the normal nice Ford interior. I don't know how we'll go with mud with the screens and things like that. And I'm sure it will be a reliable workhorse for a lot of people. And I'm also sure that there's some sort of tax deduction. You know, don't give EVs all the tax breaks. However, my work ute, it's got a leather interior, seats 5, goes to the shops, has, you know, uprated stereo, and it's a work ute. Remember when tradies just drove shitty old Hiaces and 4x2 petrol Hiluxes? Now they've got to be able to climb Mount Everest on 3 wheels to be even considered. What's that got to do with what tradesmen do? Absolutely nothing. So it's the biggest tax rort of all time, but, you know, the government seems to allow it. So who am I to, I've done well enough out of novated leasing on cars, EVs, so yeah, I'm not one to complain, but let's not kid ourselves. This is a recreational vehicle, not a work vehicle, even though they will be claimed as work vehicles. But more to the point, besides all of that, it's a bloody gutless one. So I think in time, the overly stressed, underpowered, detuned V6, which seems to be a bit of a Ford thing now, they detuned the petrol motor in the Ranger EV. Don't fix it, castrate it. Welcome back and goodbye from Range Anxiety TV.